Extreme drought in East Africa. 2 expected rain periods have not taken place at all. The feeding grounds have dried up, food stocks are already exhausted, and the productive livestock are dying right before the eyes of their owners. This is the worst drought in this region for 60 years. More than 12 million people in the Horn of Africa, among them thousands and thousands of children, have been affected by a severe famine. In the area of Marsabit, in the north of Kenya, families traditionally live from cattle breeding. But for months, the 300,000 inhabitants haven't seen anything but dust, dried up earth, and scorched plants. Their animals die. The people have no money to buy food. Many families can eat only once a day, if that. The situation is dramatic. Malteser International has pinpointed the need to assist in this rural, sparsely cultivated region. Since 2006, the International Relief Service of the Order of Malta for Humanitarian Aid has been working together with the Diocese of Marsabit, so it can also reach people in need in very remote areas. Trucks full of rice, beans and oil arrive in Marsabit after a 2-day trip from Nairobi. In the surrounding villages of Zegel, Kagi and Laisamis, community helpers have already prepared lists which record how many people need help. Using these numbers as a basis, the helpers load special all-terrain vehicles. These bring them to the health centers where they distribute the food. The big trucks cannot drive on these routes. Malteser International is supporting around 43,000 needy people in a region the size of Ireland. The health centers are sometimes very far away from each other, and not every village has one. That is why Malteser International also drives out to the remote villages. In Zegel, a small village 30 kilometers from the town of Marsabit, people are waiting anxiously for the urgently needed relief supplies. Each family receives 12 kilograms of rice, 6 kilograms of beans, and 2 liters of oil. That is sufficient for a month. Then the helpers bring food for the following one. And if the next rain period, expected in October, also does not come, Malteser International will extend the food distributions for up to 4 months. Furthermore, in the region of Marsabit, 10,500 especially vulnerable persons, children, pregnant women and breastfeeding mothers, as well as the sick and the elderly, receive a ration of special high-fat nutrition. According to UNICEF, about 30% of the children in the region currently suffer from acute malnutrition. At the hospital in Laisamis, 100 kilometers south of Marsabit, around 2,700 people await help. The teams of Malteser International and the Diocese make sure that all goods are weighed and distributed fairly. In addition, Malteser International provides medical care for the population. In Zakadala, a suburb of Laisamis, there is no health center. Here, the meeting point is under a tree. A table in the open serves as an office, as here too, who will receive assistance is carefully documented. The people in Laisamis tell their story. The animals are malnourished and give hardly any milk or meat. Before the drought, many families owned lots of goats and zebus. Now there are only very few animals. But breeding livestock in this region is the means of existence for many. The drought is threatening to take it away. The reasons for the famine in the Horn of Africa, however, go far beyond the continuing drought. That is why a long-term commitment and new concepts of assistance are needed. Malteser International will continue to assist the people in Marsabit and to strengthen their capacities to help themselves. They need to be better prepared for future droughts, and they need to learn how they can provide for themselves. Malteser International, for the needy in Marsabit, for the needy in the world.